Today, July 3rd, 2026, the Canada Revenue Agency quietly started sending out a permanently increased payment to over 12 million Canadians. And if you're a senior living on a fixed income, this is one of the only benefit changes this year that puts real money back in your account without you filling out a single form. Here's the problem. Most Canadians are going to miss this, not because they're not eligible, but because the CRA doesn't send you a letter that says, hey, you're getting 25% more. It just shows up, or it doesn't, depending on whether your tax filing is up to date. And if you filed late, filed with an error, or haven't set up direct deposit, you could be looking at months of delay on money you're already entitled to. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this benefit is, what it's actually worth for someone in your situation, and the 2 or 3 things you need to check on CRA My Account this week to make sure you're not one of the people who falls through the cracks. Let's get into it. Before we go further, stick around for the part where I explain how your OAS and CPP income actually affects this payment, because that's the part most articles get wrong, and it's the difference between getting the full amount and getting almost nothing. Number 1, what is it? The Canada Groceries and Essentials Benefit, the CGEB, is not a brand new program. It's the GST/HST Credit, rebuilt and renamed, with a permanent 25% increase to the payment amount. Same eligibility rules, same automatic system, same quarterly schedule, just more money, and it's locked in for 5 years from 2026 through 2031. Despite the name, this isn't a grocery voucher. You can use it for rent, utilities, prescriptions, transportation, anything. The Groceries and Essentials name is about what it's meant to help with, not a restriction on how you spend it. What is it worth? Under the new rates, a single person can now receive up to $679 a year, up from roughly $543 under the old GST/HST credit. A couple can receive up to $890. And if you have eligible children, add roughly $234 per child on top of that. There's also a one-time transition payment that already went out on June 5th, equal to 50% of your prior year's GST/HST credit, and that was separate from, and in addition to, the new quarterly amounts starting today. How do you get it? For the vast majority of people, there's nothing to apply for. If you filed your 2025 tax return, the CRA automatically assesses you for the CGEB, the same way it always assessed you for the GST/HST credit. No form, no application, no phone call. The single most important action you can take is simple. File your taxes every year, even if you have no income to report. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, because I've seen the comments on other channels covering this. Is this actually real, or is this another one of those fake benefit rumors? Fair question. There is a lot of noise out there right now. In fact, the CRA has specifically had to come out and say that claims about a $2,000 federal bonus payment and a standalone $680 lump sum are disinformation. Those do not exist. What I'm walking you through today, the June 5th top-up and the 25% quarterly increase starting July 3rd, comes directly from Finance Canada and CRA public announcements. I'll leave the sourcing details in the description so you can verify it yourself on CRA My Account. Never trust a message asking for your SIN or banking information to release a payment. That's always a scam, regardless of which benefit name they use. Number 2, what is it? This is the part that catches seniors off guard. The CGEB is income tested using something called Adjusted Family Net Income, AFNI for short. And critically, your OAS and CPP income counts toward that number, along with any workplace pension or RRIF withdrawals. What is it worth? If your net income is below roughly $45,000 as a single person, you're likely getting close to the maximum amount. Above that threshold, the benefit phases out gradually, about 5% of every dollar over the line, so it's not a hard cutoff, but it does shrink. A senior drawing a modest OAS and CPP income with little else will typically land closer to the full $679. Someone with a larger pension or investment income on top of that may see a reduced amount, or in some cases none at all. How do you get the right amount? Check your Notice of Determination on CRA My Account. That's the document that shows exactly how your payment was calculated. If your income dropped in 2025 compared to prior years, say due to reduced work hours or a spouse passing, make sure your return reflects that accurately, because a stale income picture from a prior year can shortchange you. If you're wondering why your neighbor, your sibling, or even your accountant hasn't mentioned this to you directly, it's not a conspiracy. It's that the CRA doesn't proactively call individual recipients to explain program changes. They post a news release, update the website, and expect Canadians to either read it or hear about it secondhand. That's exactly the gap this channel exists to close. Number 3. What is it? There are 3 specific things that determine whether you get this payment on time and in full: your tax filing status, your direct deposit setup, and your marital status on file with the CRA. What is it worth? Get any one of these wrong, and it's not that you lose the benefit permanently, it's that you get delayed, sometimes by months, waiting for a paper check or a reassessment. For someone counting on this money for July's bills, that delay matters. How do you fix it? First, log into CRA My Account and confirm your 2025 return shows as assessed, not just received. Second, check that your direct deposit information is current. A closed bank account is one of the most common reasons seniors report missing payments. Third, if your marital status changed in the last year, widowed, separated, newly common law, update it immediately, since the CGEB calculation is based on combined household income, and an outdated status can under or overpay you. I've seen this comment already forming under similar videos. Wow, an extra $100 a year? Thanks a lot. And look, for some households, the dollar increase is modest. I'm not going to pretend $679 a year changes anyone's financial picture on its own. But for a senior on a fixed income already receiving GIS and a modest CPP, an extra $100 to $150 a year, arriving automatically with zero paperwork, is not nothing, especially stacked against rising grocery and utility costs. The point of this channel isn't to tell you this solves your budget. It's to make sure you're not leaving money on the table that you're already entitled to. So here's my question for you in the comments. Have you checked your CRA My Account yet to see your CGEB determination, or are you waiting to see if the deposit just shows up? Type checked if you've already confirmed it, or waiting if you're planning to look this week. I read every comment, and if enough of you are running into the same issue with your notice of determination, I'll do a full walkthrough video showing exactly where to find it. To sum up, the Canada Groceries and Essentials benefit isn't a new hoop to jump through. It's an automatic upgrade to a program most of you are already enrolled in. Your job isn't to apply, it's to make sure the CRA has accurate, current information about your income, your marital status, and your banking details, so the system pays you correctly and on time. If this helped clear things up, subscribe. I cover every senior benefit change like this the moment it's confirmed, not months later, once it's already old news. And if you know someone who could use this breakdown, send it to them. A lot of seniors don't have anyone walking them through this. I'll see you in the next one.